What's going on, everybody? Very excited to be coming to you today with this very informative and awesome video. And as you can see, we have some special guests. We have Heather Colicchio, we have Sue Kemp, and we have Kristen Brown. How you doing, ladies?
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, hello. All right, so today we're going to kick this off to Heather in just a second, but you are going to learn about the U-Zone, which is powered by Patterson Dental, some really exciting information and a resource that ADOM is putting together. So Heather, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you so that you can spend some time with these two amazing ladies and have them talk about what this is all about.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Sue and Kristen, for being here. We're going to talk about the U-Zone. I just want to introduce both of you to our audience. I'm sure most of them know who you are. But for those who don't, Sue Kemp is the Professional Relationships, Events, and Education Manager at Patterson Dental. We just like to call her friend. She is just a friend of ADOM. Sue has worked with ADOM for years and has worked really just so passionately and tirelessly to bring resources to our members and to office managers. So thank you, Sue, for all that you've done and continue to do. Kristen Brown is a keynote speaker, an online trainer, a best-selling author, an energy mastery expert, a widowed mom, and an ADOM favorite. So Kristen, that's a lot. You've got a lot going on. But I think that because you have so much going on, you bring so much to our members, and you do it just in such a fantastic way that we just love having you back over and over again. And what's really great about what we're doing with the U-Zone, that's the YOU Zone, is Sue and Patterson have worked with Kristen to develop this series specifically for ADOM members. And it's different in that it's not dental practice management. It's not. This is more about you. And we want to make sure that you're taking care of you. So this is really kind of new for ADOM in that we're expanding into a holistic approach for our members to make sure that you're really treating yourselves well so that you can bring your best to your practice. So I'm going to start off. Kristen, tell me, what is the U-Zone exactly powered by Patterson Dental?
Well, it is an awesome online access point right on the website and on YouTube where you can go and get anything you might need at the moment to take care of you. So there's everything from 1-minute meditations to hour-long, more traditional trainings. Things about self-care, there's things about wellness, but then there's also things about leadership and how to be a positive role model for your team and how to really use routine in the best way for every different personality type. So it's going to be really fun. There's new content that will be uploaded there ongoing throughout the year. And it's just a great resource for you. So thank you to Patterson Dental for creating such an awesome resource along with ADOM.
Great. Sue, why does Patterson believe this level of support for office managers is so important right now?
Well, as you know, the impact that COVID-19 had on dentistry necessitated changes in procedures and practice operations. And that change was needed in order to reopen the practices. So dentists and office managers were tasked with implementing those changes and changes that affected both the team members and the patients. And we all know that change can be viewed as either a positive or a negative. And the change had to happen so fast that no one really had time to digest it. They just went on autopilot. And as a former dental assistant and office manager, I know that implementing change can be both physically and mentally draining. So we partnered with Kristen on the U-Zone because it's one way that Patterson can give back to office managers in their daily function because they need that self-care. Self-care is very important. Taking care of yourself will allow you to better care for others. Just like the safety protocol on an airplane, secure your oxygen mask before assisting others. And Kristen's going to teach office managers how to incorporate meditation and yoga techniques into their daily routine to help them focus and ease tensions. With the goal of really being the best you at work and at home, because all these changes do get to you, and this is our way of helping office managers.
That's so fantastic, Sue. And I couldn't agree more. I mean, our members are so dedicated to their practices and their teams, and they just go, 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 go. But at some point, you're going to burn out. So we're really advocating that our members really take care of themselves and be open-minded, even if it's something you've not thought of before, like meditation or yoga, to just be open-minded and give it a try. And at the end of the day, it'll benefit everyone. It'll benefit your practice, your patients, and your team members. So, Kristen, there's a lot of content and a lot of tools in the U-Zone that we've developed. If you can just give some advice, what's the best way to use the U-Zone?
Well, I love that you said anyone can use it, whether they've done yoga or meditation before or not, because what we've done is we've divided it into two types of content. One is called mindful moments, and those are short, 1 to 5 or 6 minutes long, things that you can go and watch and listen to in the moment if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed, or if you just need a little mental break from the day-to-day drama that inevitably goes on. You go and you hit one of those 1-minute meditations, and you won't always see my face, because who wants that all the time? There might be a picture of the ocean with the video, just with the ocean. There might be some music and some waving grass with a little mini mindful moment. So there's things like that. But then if you want to go a little bit deeper, if you really want to dig into self-care and taking care of yourself so you can take care of others, whether it's patients or your coworkers or people at home, there are the longer sessions, which are called motivational learning sessions. And those are anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour. So if you want to have a little bit more in-depth time to reflect, to maybe do an exercise or two, even you can share it with your team and do it together, there is that option too. So there's anything that you could possibly need, from mindfulness to the pros and cons of routine, to managing stress, to how to do a yoga move to ease the tension in your lower back. I happen to have the full year calendar right here in front of me, and I can't tell you how excited I am to release all of these throughout the year. It's going to be so amazing.
Well, we're as excited as you are. I mean, if 2020, taught us anything, I think one of the silver linings of 2020 and COVID was that it really did shine a light on mental health and mental well-being for everyone. And it taught us that it's okay if you're not okay. There's nothing wrong with that's normal. We're human, and it's okay to acknowledge that and look to address it and change it. And I love the mini meditations. It reminds me of like the Calm app, but for dental managers, right? Yeah. So just some quick breaks and longer, depending on what time you have available. And I love the idea of sharing it with your team. What a great way to connect with people in your practice. Sue, what can ADOM members look forward to in terms of upcoming content from Kristen and from Patterson as it pertains to the U-Zone?
Well, I think Kristen pretty much covered it all. I mean, really that compilation of the mindful moments and the motivational learning, they're there for you depending upon how much time you have. And they're very relevant to the situation today. They're very relevant for practice managers. You can use them at home, you can use them at work. And so that's what really resonated with us. And Kristen is delivering phenomenal content. I can tell you, I review everything before she puts it out there. And I'm like, I am calm, don't stress out. So I'm already practicing what the message that she has been putting out there. So, and we encourage office managers to share this with their team for team building and camaraderie. Everyone's feeling stress somehow, somewhere, and these are just little reminders to help you go, yes, I'm in control. I can do this. So, and I welcome suggestions on the content, because we want to make sure that we're delivering the resources that ADOM members are looking for. So thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Heather.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Sue, because Sue and I will both be in the Facebook group periodically, sharing what the latest is, asking for feedback throughout the year. And if you have any specific needs, it doesn't matter how weird you think it is or how it might only pertain to you, send it to Sue or I or anyone on the ADOM team. We will create content that will directly tie to what your need is, because we want this to be for you. This isn't about us. This is really truly about you. That's why it's called the U-Zone.
Yep, absolutely, Kristen. I couldn't agree more. We are here in service, and we are here to serve the ADOM members. So, I know our members are they're not shy. So don't be shy. If as you're moving through this, let us know what we can do. And Kristen, Sue, I agree with you. I've gone through a bunch of Kristen's content. It is just, she's a pro. I mean, we wouldn't put you guys in any hands but great hands. So I really encourage you, office managers, to check this out, learn more, and thank you again to Sue and Patterson for being so forward thinking and looking ahead, and being out of the box and how to serve managers. And thank you, Kristen, for really listening to the needs of our members and creating these tools for them. So I just want to close by sharing instructions on how to get there. So if you would like to check out the U-Zone, go to our website, www.dentalmanagers.com. From there, you'll click on eCampus, and within eCampus, you'll find the U-Zone. Kristen, any last thoughts on once they're in the U-Zone where they should start? Or is that?
You'll see everything labeled by mindful moment or motivational learning session. And so you can pick and choose, what do I need at this moment? And the titles are really descriptive. It's not like session 1, session 2, session 3. It says exactly what it is so that you can at a glance say, oh, I totally need that right now. And you'll be able to go to it and figure out what you need most.
Perfect. And I think we can also put a link in the notes along with this video. So thank you both so much for everything. We appreciate it. And thank you for always being there for the ADOM members. And everybody, hopefully we'll see everybody in the U-Zone.
Bye.